Hello there, test tube amoeba fans. I am, of course, Liddy, and it has been a year since we've done a video for test tube amoeba. We've kind of had a lot to do in our actual lives, and I'm sorry that we haven't had enough time to get back to anybody about anything. But I hope that me making this video will get a lot of the other people in the group to get going on more videos, especially during the summer. So let's go then. So I haven't really thought of what I want to talk about yet. Things came into my mind and left, and came and left. But I'm gonna try and bring a fun topic into the amoeba video right now. I want to talk to everybody about something that's been going on with me, and I'm sure with other people as well. But it's just how important not only your friends are, but communication with your friends is a very big thing in not only your life, but in their life too. I think that I want to touch upon that right now, seeing as I know that a lot of people, such as myself, are in college and are away from your friends for a long time, and it's hard, especially if you aren't able to see these friends if they move or if they have other jobs during the summer, anything like that. It's very difficult, both for yourself and I'm sure for your friends as well. So, one of the main things that you need to do if you have friends that are not around or if you haven't talked to them in a while is communicate because that makes everything better. Now, to know exactly what communication is at its basic foundations, we need to know what it is, what the definition of the word is. So I pulled up the Wikipedia article here because it seems like it's the best way to get it through to everyone. And Wikipedia says communication is the activity of conveying information. Communication is derived from the word communis, which is Latin, meaning to share. Communication requires a sender, a message, an intended recipient, although the receiver need not be present or aware of the sender's intent to communicate at the time of the communication. Thus, communication can often occur across vast distances in time, and it says here in Wikipedia, space as well. Communication requires that communicating parties share an area of communicative commonality, and they end it as the communication process is complete once the receiver has understood the meaning of the sender. Feedback is critical to the effective communication between parties. So that's what Wikipedia says, and I tend to agree very much so because it seems like it's a very comprehensive definition of the word of communication. It tells you pretty much everything you need to do, what the person you need to communicate with needs to do in order for your message to be sent across. Now, I know one of the main problems a lot of people run into is the mere fact that maybe communicating with people is difficult for you and it seems to be a problem, both maybe physically, mentally, either or. I'm not going to get into any details, of course, because I don't want to upset anybody, but sometimes that's a problem, and as I've learned, the best way to get over that is to try your best to communicate with people you trust. Now, that in and of itself should be inherent. You should obviously communicate with people you trust, and people you don't trust, you need to either build the trust or you need to not communicate with them in a manner that it might be detrimental to yourself. And a lot of people do run into problems with people that they can trust and when they can't trust. And I mean, it is very hard to determine who you can trust or who you can't because a lot of people are very good at masking if they can be trusted or not. And it seems very against human nature for people to do that. But then again, that's humanity for you. But, it's sometimes you just have to try and get over that fear because fear stops communication as it does in during wartime, during times of trouble, times of panic. Fear always stops communication. And the quicker you get over your fear of communication, the quicker you'll be able to develop a relationship with somebody at a level that you both feel comfortable with, or where you both can trust each other to continue conversations. That's how I have developed in my own way of handling communication. I'm not perfect by any means, And I want everyone else to know that they're not perfect either, so you're going to have problems once in a while. But the main thing that everyone needs to realize is that these problems are just simply problems that can be fixed. And all it does is require you wanting to fix them and you wanting to try your best to get better or to help yourself in that retrospect. It's been hard for me, as I'm sure it's been hard for other people, but I know that communication, although it's difficult, it is worth it in the end. So, enough about problems because I want to get onto something a little more fun, a little bit more interesting of a topic for people, and that's a new television show. Well, it's not new, but a television show I was recently introduced during the spring by a good friend of mine who was also in the Amoeba, our good friend Alex, and that is The Walking Dead, which is probably one of my favorite shows now of all time. The show, which is based off of a comic book by Robert Kirkman, is takes place in a post-apocalyptic zombie world, and the basis of the show is just trying to survive, which I find very interesting. I'm a big fan of zombie movies and zombie video games, Left 4 Dead, other games like that, zombie books, zombie comics. They're very interesting because you don't really think about stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. What might happen if something like that, such magnitude, were to happen to you? You would not think of what would happen to your family or happen to your friends. You would, it's not something that crosses your mind every single second or every single day. So sometimes thinking about it and imagining what could happen is very interesting. It is to me. I'm sure it isn't to some people, but I'm sure that a lot of people get a lot of enjoyment out of this type of entertainment. So I'm not going to get into too many plot details about The Walking Dead because if I go into those details, you're going to know too much already about the show. And basically, all I'm going to tell you all is watch it. Don't think about it. Don't say, oh, I have this to do, or oh, I'm already doing this, or oh, I got to put the cat out, or oh, I got to drive my little sister to work, or oh, I got to do this 500-page paper for my doctoral dissertation, or oh, I've got to save the world from Al Qaeda terrorists, or oh, I got to stop the next nuclear winter from happening. No, all you need to do is go on your little computer right there. You're already on it right now, obviously. So X out of Facebook or Tumblr or Reddit, or if you're some kind of satanic creature, if you're on 4chan, get off of there. Go on to Netflix or some kind of illegal downloading site. I'm not going to judge. And go look up The Walking Dead Season 1 and then click on it and then start the show, and then you won't sleep for about 5 or 6 hours for the first season, and that's good. That's what you want to do. And then you're going to want to go to the second season because you're going to want to know what happens because they leave you on a great cliffhanger. So it's not too long. The first season has about 6 or 7 episodes. I think six sounds about right, and I'll look into it later and put it in the little box thingy down there. And the second season has 13 episodes, I believe, and they're all really good. They don't really have any problems with trying to keep the audience entertained. That's for sure. Obviously, a zombie television show, as opposed to a 1 hour film or a video game, can keep you on the edge of your seat very quickly and very well because the characters in the show are very dynamic. They keep you going. They keep you thinking. That's for sure. So just go into your little search boxy thing right there and go look up The Walking Dead Season 1 and get addicted like everyone else has, because the third season is coming in October and you want to be there for it. So yeah, go go do that. I, um, go do it. Okay? Yeah. There you go. Also, in the little box thingy. I'll put a Wikipedia article for The Walking Dead. Also, I'm gonna put a short little communication problems guideline from a university in Colorado that I read, and I thought it was very helpful and very informative. So you're gonna get a little bit of information about the communication topic and then about the Walking Dead topic as well. I hope that you all enjoy it. And if you have any questions about The Walking Dead once you get into it, just type a little comment onto the video and I'll try and get back to you, or someone else who has seen The Walking Dead, aka Tim and Alex and maybe someone else, maybe Christina has seen it. I'm not sure. But if you have any questions for us, feel free to drop us a line in the mailbox or on one of our videos, and we'll try and get back to you. Um, my question for you guys is, number one, what do you want to see us do? Because now we have a lot more free time and we're going to be able to do a lot more stuff. If you have any suggestions of any topics that you want us to do, as always, feel free to give us any feedback because it's more than appreciated. And secondly, what are your favorite television shows and why? I really would like to understand this because it will help me figure out what TV shows I can watch now, and also I will be able to figure out if you guys would like The Walking Dead and other shows that I like or not. Because if you guys enjoy me talking about television shows, I can do it because I've watched a lot of them and I can probably guide a lot of you to a lot of these very good shows. And the good thing about some of the shows that I've seen is that they're over with, so you can easily go from one season to the other without having to wait on a hiatus. I hate, hate show hiatuses. So if you don't like shows with hiatuses, or you don't want to see shows with hiatuses, just drop me a line and I will guide you towards shows that do not have hiatuses or are over with. Um, Basically, that's all I have to talk about now, so I will pass it on to whoever else is going to be doing the next one. I don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully soon. So, from all of us here at Test Tube Amoeba, thanks for sticking around. I know it's been a long time, but we're back and we're better than ever. So, stay tuned and hopefully more videos will be coming. So, yeah, just see you later.